Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is a final boarding call for all passengers flying with Finnair Flight 2414 with services to Helsinki for final boarding.
Over the last few years, I can honestly say that I've traveled to most of North America on an ATV. I've seen the dunes in Glamis, California, the rugged outback of Alaska, and the beauty of West Virginia. But I never thought I'd be heading overseas for one big last trip of the summer. Our good friend at Finnair, Tommy Korhonen, set us up with some flights to Helsinki, Finland, and from here, our adventure begins. Our plan is to head east to the small village of Lope, where we'll meet up with an old friend and fellow test rider, Joni Launinen, to explore Finland's backcountry. But before we do this, we wanted to take in the European culture and heritage of a city as famous as Helsinki. All I can say is that this city is small town feel in the big city. When you're walking around, you feel super comfortable, you feel safe. It's so historic. It's a place that if you're in Europe, you need to go see. After exploring the city for a few hours, I had the chance to meet up with a local, Kari Halonen, to learn a little more about the city of Helsinki.
Helsinki is having a special charm because the architecture style, because our history, and because we are a small nation. Only a little bit over 5 million people are living here. Helsinki is a very safe city actually in Europe. We have been voted the 3rd safest city in the world after Zurich and Bern in Switzerland. Maybe also because Helsinki is such a compact city. Everything is in walking distance. That's what makes Helsinki so unique. For Finnish people, the nature and sustainability is a big issue, and that's why you don't find in Helsinki big skyscrapers or tall buildings. Also, there's not so much traffic or not pollution at all. Helsinki is surrounded by the sea. One particular reason for North Americans coming to Helsinki is also that our location in the Baltic Sea area is very centralized. I could recommend all the people who are coming here that they can explore Helsinki in many ways.
The next morning, we headed out to the small town of Lope, where we met up with our friend Joni Launinen at a local ranch.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Hello.
Yeah.
The ranch is also the test ride facility for Ride Media, and it's owned and operated by Antti Mikkola, who helps to develop and build the local trails for testing their ATVs. You know, after a long flight and a full day in Helsinki, I was definitely ready to get out on the trails and get it on. I noticed right away though that this geography in Finland was almost identical to back home. We chased each other around for a while and then we came across this big open field where we really got to let loose and just have some fun. We met up at Auntie's ranch first thing the following morning and we had a wicked breakfast. We spent a little time cleaning up our bikes and getting them ready so we could head back out on the same trails and get dirty all over again.
You know, in Finland, we can't go riding wherever we want. You have to have permission to do that. The trails of our testing facility are mainly built by our test rider Antti Mikkola and by me. We've been riding there for years, I guess, and it's a nice place because we always can find something new. Our testing facility is pretty unique because we can do whatever we like. We have so many kinds of trails, technical trails, mud holes, fast stuff, pretty much everything you can imagine, and it meets my idea of testing ATVs. In 80s and 90s, the reindeer herders was ATV users, but now it's very popular as a recreational vehicle as well. Organized trail system in Finland, I must say that it's not quite there. It's increasing day by day. There are few trails that are open to everybody. You just pay something like 10 to 12 euros for a day. I think if we take a look to the future, within 5 or 10 years, we will have just a great system.
Most of the trails we rode were through this really lush, old heritage-looking forest. They actually turned out to be pretty technical. You know, it was really interesting that we got to see this diversity of trails all within the bounds of Auntie's ranch.
Typical Finnish ATV trails, they are pretty technical. Most of the riding we do is pretty slow. We crawl slow and ride over the rocks. My favorite type of trail is, I love to do that technical stuff, and of course I like it muddy.
Go in lightly, but bump it off this, because if you get in here, it's going to go this way, or go hard that way.
We went to our little duck pond, and everybody was doing pretty okay, but one guy with very extreme short hair got stuck actually pretty bad. he was riding a little Honda, which has solid rear axle, so it's not tailor-made for that kind of riding. The ATV was kind of floating on the mud, and he couldn't walk off his bike, so he had to have rescued by a Finnish guy with the bigger ATV and winch, and at least we had fun. Maybe the ATV riding here in Finland is pretty much the same that you guys do in Canada, but I think I had something in my back pocket, something very Finnish. Swamp football is totally unique Finnish sport. It's football played in swamp.
Team Canada, ready? Suomen joukkue valmiina. Go!
The rules basically no biting, no punching, no kissing. In Finland we have this tradition, we always like to take everything to extreme, and swamp football is extremely fun, and I can tell you it's extremely tough too. You have to be a gentleman when playing, because the swamp itself can hurt you. Every step you take, you're thinking, so you must be careful.
Swamp football is super gnarly. I popped my knee at a joint. Luckily, it went back into location and we were able to keep on playing the game.
It was a tough game. We were lucky enough to win 2 rounds, but then in the final round, I feel bad to say this, but we got kicked ass by Canadians.
Okay, guys, it's not looking good. Keep everything right here. I think we got it. All right, let's go. Harley, let's go!
I had a great time playing with my Canadian friends. Even though we are pretty competitive, in the end, the only thing that matters is having fun.
Swamp football was something that I would have never normally tried, but it was such a blast and a great way for me to take part in this amazing Finnish culture. I had a wonderful time in Finland. I really enjoyed the culture. I had a great time with the people, and I got to experience the sport that I love in a completely new country. For a first-time European adventure, Finland is definitely the place to go.
Like the video you just saw? Do you want to see more? Click the subscribe link and add the Dirt Tracks channel, and you're going to see a whole lot more great content.